want to say when it starts. We just read One Piece, and it's awesome. The end.
What's up, everybody? Subscribe and like. Just be like an asshole.
Okay, all right. So me and Austin just read the first book of One Piece. It starts with the beginning of One Piece where it talks about Luffy and whatnot, and it ends when we first get introduced to Nami. But I guess the summary of what happened so far is, it shows Luffy when he's a kid. He meets Shanks' crew, and the mountain bandits, and they're causing trouble and whatnot. And it goes from him becoming a pirate, meeting what's the sailor's name?
Which sailor? The girl that they meet that's like has the iron mace.
No, not the cabin boy. Helmeppo? No, not
Oh, the cabin boy. I
Helmeppo's
can't remember the name.
Oh man,
Kobe. Let's
Kobe.
call it the nerd. Kobe. Oh, that's right,
yeah.
Kobe.
They made Kobe, then they made Helmeppo, and then they meet Axan Morgan and whatnot, and Zolo and whatnot. But it's my second time reading this. It's pretty cool. Rereading it, and you just notice little things like Zolo. He talks about or Zoro. They say Zolo, but Zoro. But we were just talking about that.
Yeah, they fucked up the translation just so if anyone wants to bitch about how we're mispronouncing shit.
Yeah, they say Zolo in the book, but I know further in around like where I'm at right now, they always just call him Zoro, and it's supposed to be Zoro. But I like that how they say that Zoro's talking to Luffy about like what he was doing out here, and he was going to go collect some bounty from a pirate, but then he got lost and he couldn't get back to his village. And if you keep reading this, Austin, that's like a huge theme of Zoro, is that he goes to go do something and he just completely gets lost and he just like tries to make his way through everything because he doesn't know where he's going.
So he's kind of like the main character where he just like, I want to send on a mission, and he kind of gets sidetracked pretty quickly, and then he goes into its own little adventure. Like every single time he goes,
Yeah.
pretty much, right?
Whenever he gets like broken up from like the main like pirate team, he always like, oh, I need to go to this bar or something like that, and then he'll get lost and he doesn't know where he is, and he'll like find some enemy or something like that.
Although I will say, we're not gonna go into like we won't go into too much detail in the summary, but I did like two parts I really liked, which was the first part where what's our main protagonist's name?
Luffy.
Luffy. I can't say Luffy, but I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, a lot of people call him
It's
Luffy.
like the first scene just has him stabbing himself in the face, saying,
Oh, yeah.
"I'm gonna be a pirate." And everyone's like, "What the fuck you doing, kid?" He stabs himself, and he's like, "Oh, okay, that's how we're doing this."
He stabs himself in the like right below his eye to prove that he's brave or whatever. And you see, if you see later on in the issues, like he has a scar right here. So,
Yeah, the scar like a little like a stitch, it looked almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mountain, what was it? The mountain bandits looked like it was so weird, like how he like looked. He's like, I'm gonna start. Like I've killed 56 people. Like he's trying to start a fight. And the guy's just like, cool, dude. Here's a beer. Just fucking calm your shit down. And he's just like, no, I want to fight you. He's like, I don't want to fight you. What have you done to me? You're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
I like that part too, where he throws beer onto Shanks, and Shanks just laughs it off, and he's like, "What's the point of me fighting this dude? This guy's just being a dick. There's no reason to kill each other over it."
Yeah, it's just kind of like, hey, this guy's just being an asshole. And I did kind of like how I don't know if it goes more into the issues, but the captain loses his arm to that one like sea creature,
Mm-hmm.
and he just stares down the sea creature, and the sea creature's like, "Oh fuck, he's pissed. I'm gonna fucking leave." And of course, he eats the gum fruit,
Yeah.
which I guess is like demonic. Did they really go into detail?
So
I assume they do later.
They go into detail a lot. A lot of the villains and all the allies that pop up later on have there's these fruits that are just like rare treasures within the world called devil fruits, and if you eat a devil fruit, it's like you get a random power, and people say it's random because not many people can identify the fruits. So you eat a fruit and then you're like, oh, what did I get? And you might get like the fire power. You can shoot fire now or something like that, or the ice fruit and you shoot ice now. So the pirate's main treasure is these fruits because they're super rare to sell. and that's why Shanks' crew had it and Luffy ate it because Luffy's dumb. So you get the gum. I don't know if you saw, but I didn't know this is the first time I read it, but during the whole scene, you could see him eating the fruit, and Luffy eating the fruit as a kid.
I remember it skipped that whole scene because they were just talking, and he's like, "Where's the treasure?" He's like, "Oh, this."
Well, that's what I'm saying. When I first read it, I never noticed that he was eating the fruit either. But he's eating a steak, or whatever, with Shanks, and they're talking, and then the next scene after that, he's eating a fruit, and the fruits look very weird. Yeah, if you look back at it, the fruits,
I didn't notice that. I'll look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like these weird swirls, but he's just like eating it in the corner. And there's like a second scene where he's like finishing it off in the corner, and then after that, I think the fat guy's name is Lucky Rook or something like that. They don't say it in the beginning, but his name's like Lucky something, and he freaks out and he screams at Luffy for eating the fruit. But the other
big fat guy.
Yeah, big fat guy.
Yeah.
There's Shanks. There's that guy who was smoking.
The second crew, like the second in command.
Exactly.
I like their guns though too. They just like they don't even tuck it away. They're just like it's like a one little sheet and it tucks away this like yard long rifle.
Yeah.
It's like holy fuck.
I thought that was super cool in the beginning too when Shanks confronts the mountain bandit and one of the mountain bandits put a gun to Shanks' head and he's like, "It's not safe to fight mountain bandits," and then Lucky Rook just like shoots the guy in the head like instantly.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, let's do this, and they're like, yeah, they get murdered pretty fucking quickly, and he's like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
oh, go ahead.
He also can't swim, which I thought it was going to be kind of odd how they were going to work that in because I assume if he can stretch, because that's what the gum fruit made him, like rubber. He can just stretch towards the bottom, just like stand whatever fucking water he's in. But
well, they don't flesh it out entirely in the beginning. But if you eat a devil fruit, it's like your powers become like super like weakened in the waters, and you just start to drown. So.
So you can never swim no matter what gum fruit you have. It's not like it's kind of like a monkey's paw where you wish something but it takes something back in return or something like that.
Yeah, it's which also adds like a second like another layer to like being a pirate. If you have like a devil fruit, you have to like make sure never to fall overboard or whatever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What else? After that, he's like it's like 10 years later, or 6 or 10 years later,
mm-hmm.
He's finally like going out to be a pirate. And he gets like within like moments. He punches the sea creature with like he's like calls it gum pistol or whatever.
Yeah.
Or he fucking just launches. He's a pretty fucking powerful punch. And within seconds of like dealing with that first thing, he gets swirled up into a vortex.
Oh yeah.
One of those, I don't know what you call it.
A whirlpool.
Yeah, one of those whirlpool.
He's like,
and he's like, oh well, fuck. Or I was like, oh, some guy gonna die, and then like the next thing, like someone's like rolling in a barrel from another island, which another like pirate crew is like stood up camp on, where you first meet Kobe, who's getting like he was like the biggest bitch of all of them, and the bitch crew where the main captain's like Iron Lady or something like that.
Yeah, Iron Lady Alvida.
Alvida? Yeah, and she's just when you first see her eyes, it's like, oh, is she one of those like supposed to be like anime hot chicks? You see that scene of her, she's like she's got a very big alcoholic body where she has like small legs but a huge fucking stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like walking around the maze and saying, "Who's the fairest one of them all?" And like every guy's just like, "Fuck, don't kill me."
Yeah, they're like, you, of course. There's no one else.
You, of course. Please don't shoot me.
I think that,
of course, they. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that I really like about One Piece that if you keep reading it, you'll find out like pretty soon or whatever, is that like all these characters, it feels like they live in this world, like they're constantly moving and everyone has their own background story and everyone has their own motives or whatever. It's not like a normal like a normal like a manga or show or anime or whatever where characters only matter when they pop up in the story. Like
Yeah.
when 3 years from now, whatever, Alvito will be a completely different person, and the Shanks crew will be a completely different crew. Like
They're progressing even without the main your sights in the main character's quest or whatever.
Even when they're off screen, they're all progressing. They're all becoming different, and it's super cool. So.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's kind of I haven't seen those ones. Although I will say it was kind of funny shit when you see Zoro's background when he keeps getting defeated to this one woman, and then it's like we're gonna promise to be the best swordsman ever, and then the next day he's like she's dead. I was just like, of course. What did you do? And she's like, oh, she slipped and fell on the stairs. What a shit, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, come on, that's so dumb and silly. But I mean, I think that's what kind of show is, or this manga is. It's kind of silly.
His is like the only back. Oh, if you keep reading this, One Piece gets insanely depressing and sad, like every single time.
I think it's Berserk.
It's not like Berserk arc, but it's just like depressing and sad for all the background stories.
Everyone gets raped.
I don't think everyone gets that dark. But
everyone gets built.
I just want to point out again, real quick. In the first chapter with Shanks' crew, like almost everything, like the little details in Shanks' crew is explained. Like where Shanks. I don't want to spoil things too bad, so I really like One Piece. But like Shanks' scar on his eyes have a meaning from someone.
I assume so. I didn't think it was like because he's pretty detailed art wise and not have like a story in the background with it.
Mm-hmm. Even there's a guy in the back or in the bar, and his name's Yasuo, and he's a big influence to one of the people who joins the pirate crew. But like it's so weird it's so cool that they never mention him or like put the spotlight on him in the beginning of this manga. But he's like still a prevalent character, but he was still back.
Do you think that was intentional though, or was this kind of like the creators were kind of like, what else can we use based off of this one pirate crew and kind of expand it from there? Like they're always looking back to the old like pictures and say, oh, let's have a background for this guy. Let's have a background for that guy. See that one little fruit? It has its own background.
I think that this was very planned out before he started writing everything, because like every single thing connects. And everything makes sense.
That's hard to do, though.
Yeah, well, that's why I really like One Piece. It's like everything makes sense, and nothing's like just like stupid. You know, if you watch like Dragon Ball Z or something like that, they're like, "How do we beat the final boss?" And it's like, "Well, we have a time machine." And it's like, "Well, cool." There's nothing that ever happens in One Piece.
You want to scream? Do I?
I say time machine doesn't happen in One Piece, but there's a time thing that happens in One Piece. But even the time thing that happens later on completely makes sense and isn't completely cheese, like in Dragon Ball Z, where they're just like time machine, everyone's infinite strong. But everything in One Piece I feel is detailed and fleshed out and makes sense. Okay, back to the actual
summary.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long we're running, but I'll just say, I've started to get into more anime and manga, and this one's actually pretty good. It's a little silly, but I think that's intentional to kind of just hook the reader in. But I like it. So far it's good.
Mm-hmm. So
I give it like a 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
First issue.
Yeah, I'd say about 8 or 7.5. Not much really happens, but they get Zoro, they leave Kobe, and then at the very end we first get introduced.
Oh, the bad guy is pretty detailed too. The guy with a fucking axe for a hand.
I really like him too. Morgan.
Yeah, I wish he was a more important boss, because it was kind of like a one-hit wonder. Whereas it's like this is my town, and I got a big fucking axe for a hand. It looks like he's shoved in, because you can see the handles sticking out of, it's poking out of his elbow. I was just kind of like, did you not like think this through? You're just like, all right, I don't have any more pockets. I guess I'll just make a incision right here in my vein.
But even
with his fucking
that's
axe.
like the first like little like baby villain they fight, and like he even seems pretty detailed and like a totally unique character. Accent Morgan.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what other unique characters they've drawn on for this manga. Because although I didn't like the idea of like a spoiled son kind of running the shots, and that guy's just like,
Oh,
because he just
yeah.
it didn't make sense to me. Or it's just like this guy's so OP and wants to be controlling everything, but somehow he has his son like doing all this dumb shit. Like I was just like, no, he's beat the shit out of him, kill him, and it's over with. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like that kind of storyline where there's just like this over powerful character, and somehow he's letting this like shithole son do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I don't see like any kind of person who's like that meticulous letting someone who's like when he even describes as like not worth a fucking shit.
Yeah, he's like,
Kinda
he's like
do a
I
bunch of
haven't,
shit.
the one reason why I haven't beat you is because you're not worthy of being punched.
Yeah,
or
you're
whatever.
worth it. Yeah,
But-
like I don't see you as a human being. It's like punching an ant. It's like why?
But
So
yeah, so far I just rereading it, I really enjoyed rereading it. I noticed picking up the little details are really cool. Seeing it again.
yeah. Although I will say the Navy, I mean, you kind of go back and forth with what the Navy's doing because the Navy looks like they're the Nazi Germany, where the leader's an asshole, and everyone else is kind of just following orders to like actually being honorable. Because at the end, he kills them, and everyone's like, "Hey, we're not gonna throw you in jail, but you just know that we're coming after you tomorrow, so you gotta leave." And he's like, "Okay, cool," but they all salute him, and I was just like, it's kind of back and forth. I'm just like, are they like cool or are they bad? I don't.
In the beginning, I feel that they portray the Navy as kind of bad characters from the Accent Morgan part, and then there's a saga called the Arlong Park arc, and the Navy's kind of bad in that too. But after that, I feel like the Navy kind of mellows out to being like saving towns and just trying to kill pirates and whatnot, which is what like.
Yeah, they're just cops.
Yeah, they're just like sea cops.
Yeah.
So.
The sirens, pull over.
But yeah, I hope to continue this little thing because I think this is awesome. But yeah, it's 7.58ish. Okay.